Good morning, students. In today NTSE subject, we will study the examples related to sitting arrangements. Yesterday, I have given you some theory part of this section for study and understand the basic concepts behind it. Today, I will explain to you with the help of examples. Now, see on the board, on the first part, we have square and rectangular arrangements. Actually, what is it? It is a two combined section. One is square and another is rectangular arrangements. So now, first of all, I will start with our square arrangement. Now listen the example. Shiva, Satish, Amar and Praveen are playing cards and they are sitting on a square table. It is a square table and I mark it with A, B, C, D as usual. All its sides are equal, so it is square one. And four students, Shiva, Satish, Amar and Praveen, they are sitting. This is given to us. Then Amar is the right of Satish. This is the first condition we have to keep in mind. Who is to the right of Shiva? Means Amar is to the right of Satish wherever Satish sits. Amar is always to the right of him. So if I take Satish here, then he says that Amar is right to the Satish. Satish is sitting here. His right hand side is on this side and left hand side is on this side. So Amar is on this side. So Amar will sit here. Then second line is Satish is right of Shiva. So wherever Satish is sitting, Satish is always on the right hand side. So he will be on this side. Shiva will be here, and on the right hand side of Shiva, Satish is sitting. On the right hand side of Satish, Amar is sitting. Now we are left with Praveen. We have left with no option. Satish will be opposite of Satish. Praveen will be opposite of Satish. So in this way, in a square table, they will sit when they are looking at the center of the square. This is our first example of square arrangement. Second is regarding rectangular arrangement. In rectangular arrangement, length and breadth is not equal. We have to keep in mind. Second thing is someone will sit against the opposite of another, and this quantity may be more than 4 candidates, or it may be more than 5, 6, 7 is also possible. Now I am explaining it with the help of an example. See on the board, he says that A, B and C are 3 boys while R, S and T are 3 girls. The total students are 6, 3 boys, 3 girls. A, B, C are boys and R, S, T are girls. They are sitting such that the boys are facing the girls, means they are in the opposite mode. Boys will sit opposite to girls or girls will sit opposite to boys. There will be no mixing of boys and girls. A and R are diagonally opposite to each other. Means A is a boy, R is a girl. They are diagonally opposite to each other. Means if A is here, then R will be on the other corner of the rectangle. Then C is not sitting at any of the ends. Means C is in between the boys. So it means C will be here because he is no side of end. He will not be here. He will not be here. So only candidate now left in boys is B. That will be on the corner side. So A and B are at corners and C will be in between them. So in this we have make the arrangement of boys A, B, C. They are arranged in such a way that C is in between A and B, and A and R is the girl. They are diagonally opposite to each other. So A and R are the maximum distance. Then he says that capital T is left to R. Capital T is left to R, but further, but opposite to C means opposite to C here it is T, and left of R means on this side capital T the girl will sit here. Now we are left with only S. So S will be another end of the rectangle. So in this way these three boys and girls will be arranged. So what we have learned from this, that we have to first of all see how many boys and how many girls or how many total candidates are. Thereafter their sitting positions we have to check, either they are on the left hand side or they are on the right hand side, and at which position, how many steps we have to leave them in between so that the correct position can be ascertained. Now this example can be further changed in this way, that is like this: when the girls are up, R, T, S and B, C, A. It is the same thing. What I have done, I have written boys up, girls down in the first position. In the second position, I have written girls up, boys down, but the basic pattern remains the same. If you see carefully, R and A or R are diagonal to each other. Thereafter, C is in between A and B, and T is in between R and S. There is no change in it. So in the first section of this arrangement, I have explained to you about square and rectangular arrangement. In the second section, we will study. This is the most important section, and maximum questions are asked of this form regarding the sitting arrangement topic. Circular form. In circular form, number of candidates may be more than 4. For example, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Number 1. Number 2, they are facing towards the circle or not watching towards the center of the circular table. It depends upon their condition, what is given. Third thing, their arrangements, either they are on the outside the circle or they are inside the circle. This thing we have to keep in mind. Now let us come to an example related to it. 6 boys are sitting in a circle. Number 1, A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 boys. They are sitting in a circle and facing towards the center of the circle, means they are looking inside the circle. Their view, they are watching at the center of the circle. This thing is given to us. Now he says that A is sitting to the right of Mo. A is sitting to the, let us take the name of the boys also, that is very easy. Instead of A, B, C, D, it will be a bit confusion. 6 boys are sitting in a circle and facing towards the center of the circle. Clear? Then 6 boys are, instead of A, B, C, D, we are now taking their names as Rajiv, Mohan, Vijay, Suresh, Babu and Vijay. Ajay are the names of the boys. So I am writing on the board Rajiv, Vijay, Ajay, then we have Suresh, thereafter Mohan, and one more, it is Babu. These are the name of the boys. They are sitting in the circle and they are watching at the center of the circle. So if I take here a boy, his right hand side will be on this side and left hand side will be on this side. Now Rajiv is sitting on the right of Mohan. This is the first line. If I consider Mohan, M-O-H-A-N, Mohan is sitting here, then on the right hand side Rajiv will be here. So first line, explain it correctly. Second thing is, but he is not just to the left of Vijay, means in between there is no Vijay. Thereafter Suresh is between Babu and Vijay, means Suresh is between Babu and Vijay. In between Babu and Vijay we have Suresh. We can't take it granted where Babu or Vijay will be. Only thing he has given us that Suresh is between these two boys. Then Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay. Now the last line is making a sense, that is Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay, means wherever Vijay is, Ajay will be on the left. So Vijay will be sitting here and on the left it will be Ajay. Because Vijay is not immediately left of Rajiv. Vijay is not immediately left of Rajiv. There is some gap between Rajiv and Vijay, and this thing helps that Ajay will be in between Rajiv and Vijay. And then we have Suresh is between Babu and Vijay. So Babu will be here and Suresh will be here. So in this way I have completed the sitting arrangement of these 6 persons. See carefully, there are 6 boys. I have earlier explained with the help of A, B, C, D, E. They are sitting in the center of the circle and they are watching at each other. Thereafter, in order to simplify it, I take their names as Rajiv, Vijay, Ajay, Suresh, Mohan, Babu. We may also take some another boy's name or as well as girl's name also. There is no difference between it. Thereafter, I use the different conditions. First condition was that Mohan is sitting and Rajiv is right to him. This was the first condition. Second thing is, but Vijay is not immediately left of Rajiv. So there is someone between Rajiv and Vijay. And then the further condition was that Ajay is between Vijay and Rajiv, or Ajay is left of Vijay. That is why Ajay comes in between these two. Then he says that between Vijay and Babu there is Suresh. So Babu was on the last choice and it is restricted by the condition that between Babu and Vijay, means wherever Babu and Vijay sits, Suresh will be in between them. So in this way I have written the circular arrangement of these 6 boys. Then we comes to the last arrangement, row or column, and this is very simple, that there is some superior person, senior position, holder person, and he is taking the meeting or conference of different juniors which are under him, and he make the arrangements of those persons by making them to sit in that order in front of him without any making or changing the pattern of their sitting arrangement. It is extremely simple. In this type of example, we will simply explain that there are 11 students and they are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. From alphabets, I have selected 11 only: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K, maximum is K here. A to K, 11 teachers or 11, you can take students were made to sit in front of a teacher A. Let us see. Then he says that condition is capital D, that is D student who is just to the left of F, means D is left of F. A boy or a teacher is sitting here. He is a student. I have taken 11 students, so these are students. So F student I have fixed and D is sitting left of him. This is the first condition. Second thing is at the second place to the right of C, means from C he is right hand side of him and at the second position. This is first condition, this is second condition, this is third condition, this is fourth. C is at the fourth position but D is at the second position, so in between there is still some work. A is second to the right of E. Wherever E is there, A is to the second to the right of E, means A is at the second position from E. Then who is at one end, so it means E is at the last position and from the left hand side he is at the second position. Then A is second to the right of E, who is at one end. J is the nearest neighborhood of A, means J is his right hand neighborhood. So J is sitting at the right hand side of A, and B is to the left of G. B is to the left of G, means wherever G sits, B will always be on the left hand side of G. Capital H is to the left of D. So D position is between H and F. So I am left with now I and G. H is to the left of D and is the third place to the right of I, means wherever I is, H is on the third position on the right hand side. So I have written here, and last candidate, last boy left, and he will sit here. So in this way we have arranged the sitting arrangement of teachers and students. There are 11 students and a teacher who is taking their class, and he arranged his students in this way. So in this way we have learned the 4 methods of arranging the students under sitting arrangement topic. So today you will go through this video regarding the sitting arrangements in 4 types, and will learn it very carefully as well as keep in mind. So tomorrow you will get an assignment based on these examples which I have explained on the board, and you will make your answers by reading them and following their patterns. Thank you.